welcome to episode 23 of our 12 Days of Christmas collection giveaway. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant! Oh,
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we're almost at the end, ladies. Today I have Brittany and Brittany and Jess joining me. Brittany will be giving me games, Jess will be taking them away. We're almost through the entire collection, only 2 more episodes to go, this one and the next, and we are done. And I'm going to skip that, what's going on here. But thank you so far for everybody who's been entering up to this point. You can still enter. Go back, watch the videos. They're all in the playlist. Just enter in all of them. There's a different question for each video. Answer those questions. Add the country that the game is going to be shipped to when you win. And subscribe and like. Do that to all the videos. You will be entered to win for everything. You will be entered in for everything if you do that. And there's over 50 games that we're giving away. And we will announce the winners for those games after December 20th in a live video right here in the studio. What costumes that we'll be wearing will depend on who is showing up. Jess might be a reindeer, she might be an elf, we don't know. Brittany is going to be Mrs. Claus, but her outfit is up for debate. My Santa outfit has been washed poorly, so the white parts are pink. So we're going to jump in. And remember, we're giving away anywhere from 1 to 4 games. And like to mention that if you want to, no obligation, doesn't affect if you're going to win or not. There is a link in the description to donate to Sick Kids Hospital. Just a little something extra we're doing for the kiddies on the holidays. All right, let's just jump into it. And since one of our assistants, Jess, has to leave soon, she probably won't even be here to the end of this video. We're going to, I'm gonna lead this in, so don't jump in here yet. Jess is going to announce our first game, and then she's going to announce our first game. And here's the thing: Britt mentioned before how claustrophobia was like mine and Chris's bro games. Her words, bro game. And that was something like me and Chris. It was like just me and him. We played a lot of Claustrophobia from Monolith. Now this game is like me and Jess game. Me and Jess played so much of this while Brittany was probably getting sick and throwing up in a toilet. Like, inconsiderate. We're just like right here. That's because she was pregnant, not because she was like dying of Ebola or anything. But that's it. Okay, Jess, are you ready to introduce your game?
I'm ready. Do you want to push it in or come in and announce it, then push it all in?
Just push it in.
Okay,
push it in. Ready? What is the first game of our collection that we're introducing?
Etherfields!
Etherfields!
There's more.
So much Etherfields! So much Etherfields! Etherfields. Here we go. All right, Jess, come on in here. Ta-da! So Jess is a big fan of Etherfields. Tell us about Etherfields, Jess.
It is the best game ever. I didn't learn the rules, so Mark taught it to me, but best game ever. We played it, I think, around Christmas a lot one year, and you basically start on one map, and you kind of travel around to get different things, and it will link you to different areas of the map, and it's all like you're in a dream world. Very fun.
Yeah, and the dream world teleports you to different situations. One where you're like, it's like giant roaches you're trying to find. It's like this crazy woman who thinks like the roaches are her children or whatever. Like, it's crazy. We met a penguin on a subway. Like, we were at a train station. There was a penguin with a briefcase, and then we did something, and now the penguin's our buddy, and he helps us out. He joins us to do things. The game is like a nut job, like fever dream.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's awesome. And I love this. And the fact that characters can drop in and out. So like it could be me and Jess Brittany. It could be me and Jess playing, and then Brittany jumps in, and then Chris jumps in. And we all have these characters, and the boxes, because we upgraded everything, it comes in these little skeleton bone boxes that you keep all your characters in. And you have all your cards because you upgrade things and your character evolves, and it's so good. And I know Strupp and Sit Down kind of poo-pooed on this a bit. They're nuts. I love those guys, but this game is fantastic. So fantastic that Jess can announce this.
They get the Board Game Coffee seal of approval.
Boom! There you go. So, and another one little funny bit about this is we have outtakes for one of our videos, one of our unfiltered reviews. I think it's for Terracotta Army. And out of the blue, we're talking about something, and Jess is like, wait, We should play Etherfields.
There's a reason, though. My drunk brain had a reason. It's because we were approaching the Christmas season. And that's when we last played this. And I'm just like, I'm ready. Anytime we have like a good chunk of time, because you need a good chunk of time.
You do.
I'm like, we need to play some more Etherfields.
And now we have more stuff. This is like wave 2, because this was all wave 1, and this is more
touched
Etherfields.
this.
We haven't even opened it. It just came in like a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago,
That's
something
right,
like that. So
I didn't even realize there was more to the game.
yeah, because there's so much already. There's so much content in this game. You're going to be playing it forever.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, Board Game Coffee's seal of approval, and Jess's also seal of approval, personal seal of approval. The game is so good. I absolutely love it. And on a separate note, these are like just a deck of cards with Etherfield art that you can use, but there's rules in the rule book where you can integrate the playing cards into the game. Because why? Because this is games is just nut job. It's just a nut job game that's amazing. So I think that's it. Thank you, Jess.
Slide it off.
I'm happy that you were here for this episode, since this game means so much to you.
It is my favorite game. I'm pretty sure to date.
So that was fantastic. And this little brown box, if you're wondering, there was one mini in this game that was like melted. So Awaken Realms was nice enough to send a fixed version of that mini for everyone.
This is a prototype of something.
Oh yeah. And before that, we actually had a prototype of Awaken Realms. And this was funny when we got a prototype of this, and they asked us, was like, oh, can you do some coverage for this? And we were like, no.
Yeah, and then it showed up.
And it showed up anyways. I was like, we can't. We just couldn't. So we didn't do anything with it. But we have like all these minis from the prototype, and these are resin, so these are super, super delicate. And we have all these resin minis, super delicate, as in this wing broke off whatever it's supposed to be on.
We would have loved to. It
We would have loved to. So many.
I think we had just got back from like our wedding or something.
It was just there was a lot going on. There's a glue stick in here, so they know that these things break. But the final.
Actually, I always appreciate that. They always send glue with their prototypes, which I really appreciate because sometimes they're just so fragile. Not just their prototypes, but just prototypes in general with minis.
Especially the resin minis. Resin minis, if resin was more durable, minis would look so good. Because resin can keep such a sharp, clean edge, but they're brittle. So brittle. I've broken so many of them. If you have a resin prototype that you want to send me, don't send it to me if you want it back in one piece. Because you will not get it back in one piece. Okay, Nemesis. Now, Nemesis, I played when me and Brittany went to Board Game Boot Camp, which was put together by the man that we have to mention every other episode, Daryl Andrews, put together Board Game Boot Camp. And somebody there, not Daryl, because I wasn't playing with him, we almost lost Brittany. Brittany's tripping on their boxes. Somebody there brought Nemesis, like the base box, and I played it, so I didn't get the chance to play with Brittany, but it's awesome. It's like a scenario-driven where everybody gets like a random thing they're supposed to do. You're in a giant alien ship, or human ship, and aliens have infested it, and your goal might be like, I have to collect an alien egg for a specimen, or I have to blow up the ship, or I don't know what all the things are. I can't remember what I had to do, but I know I helped my team achieve their goals, and then they bailed on me because it's about individual wins, and nobody knows what. I don't think everybody knows what your individual goals are. I think you can share them, or you don't have to, but everybody's got their inside thing, so you don't know who you can trust. It's not like a hidden trader game, but everybody's out for themselves. So if my goal could be to kill you, and if that is, or something like that, like killing you might benefit me somehow. So I could go to the control room and lock the doors on a room that's on fire, so you're stuck in there with the alien on fire in this room. And it's like gaga bonanzas things that you could do. There's so much stuff. It's basically the Alien movies without the Alien license, and it's the best Alien game I've ever played that's not the Alien license. It's so good. Oh, hold on, this is Tainted Grail. Oh no, it's a promo for Tainted Grail on the back. I was like, why is Tainted Grail here? No, but Nemesis is fantastic. So it's semi-cooperative, I guess. It depends. I'm guessing in our group, it'll be cooperative until it's not. That's what it's a cooperative game until it's not. Because you're like, I need your help to finish this thing. Because I was helping people to finish their missions. And I was like, okay, got it, no problem. But I need to do this. And they're like, oh, dude, we're not going to get there. I'm going to go. But you know what you can do? If people want to go, you can go to the control room and like fly the ship into the sun or something. Like you can set a self-destruct and be like, screw you. If I'm not getting out, you're not getting out. You can go to the engine room. You can mess up the engines. So there's all these options you can do to be like, well, I'm taking this whole place down. If nobody's winning, it's not as easy. You can't just go there because you have to fight through aliens to get there. And if somebody just stole their eggs, they're not going to be too happy. And you make noise, and the noise attracts aliens. It's so good. And I got space cats. And that makes things
This
better.
sounds like a shady Britney situation coming on to me.
Don't trust Brittany.
I will burn this place down.
Jess hasn't even played it. She's right. Brittany's guilty. I don't trust Brittany.
No, Britney's gonna be like, everyone else is guilty.
Everyone else is guilty and burn the place down.
The Edge Dawnfall. And these are still expansions. We haven't even seen the core box yet.
Can you just move your drink? It's just making me nervous.
No, your drink is fine. My drink is fine. It doesn't even fit on camera. Try to keep everything on camera here. Here we go.
There's so much more.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Let's go.
I don't even
We
know.
got so many boxes. Yeah, let's just put some stuff there. So this is all one game.
No,
This is
it's not.
all the Edge Dawnfall. What do you mean
This is
no,
all
it's
one
not?
game.
Yeah, I'm saying it's all it's still coming. This is heavy.
Yeah.
This slips right tight up. So there's so much. You can't even see it all on camera at the same time because there's things that are like hidden. But this is the Edge Dawnfall. Now the Edge Dawnfall is a scrimmage game where there's like this. You have I guess they're like factions or clans. Each have their own special type of abilities, and the game is well packed. And it kind of reminds me of like Dice Thrones. Like when you play Dice Throne, you just take the pack and you're like, hey, this is who I'm playing with.
Oh, yeah.
This is a similar thing where it's got your clan all in one box. You take it out and like, boom, this is who I'm playing with. My clan is ready to go. Put it on the board. And it's got this, every clan's got like this, big monster, little warriors, and they're going around doing things. You're trying to harvest crystals and use the crystals to power the cards you have in your hand so you can do things to stop other people from harvesting crystals or doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. Characters have special abilities, so where you are in location something else, like this character is like, oh, I can do something to a character adjacent to me, or a ranged attack, but you have cards that trigger all these abilities. And there's obviously more to the game, I just can't remember it all. But what I do remember about this game is, I bought it a while ago. If you hear any banging, that's Xavier having a good time on a wooden floor with wooden blocks. It comes right through the floor. But I wanted to play this game so bad. It's so pretty. The minis are absolutely gorgeous. But it's a scrimmage game. And as I've mentioned in other videos, don't have a lot of people in our gaming group, Justin, Brittany, and Chris, who like scrimmage games. I don't think any of you guys have liked this game.
I don't remember.
I don't remember this game.
Here's let me recall. I taught you how to play. It's about collecting crystals, and I crushed all of you.
Oh yeah.
And you guys.
How often do you crush us?
First
That's
of all,
not a good.
That's
That's
often.
That's not.
first of all,
context.
because I think the thing was you guys like these teams are unbalanced,
That's
and I was
right.
like, but they're randomly drawn.
I remember now.
How can they always be unbalanced in my favor? Think about it.
Because you're the
'Cause
first
you're
one
rigged.
picking.
No, it's random. It's randomly picked. I never pick. They're randomly assigned. I never pick.
And
It's
who
not played
picks
with
the
random.
random? You do.
No, Siri
oh,
does.
how convenient.
Siri does. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna say her name. She's gonna start talking. It's like, hey, robot, pick a random number between blah and blah.
Yeah,
Now,
I remember not loving.
we
this
just
game.
played the core box.
That's right.
I think it's great. If you like
It's
scrimmage games,
beautiful,
it's great.
though.
It's a beautiful game. But keep in mind, you got to be total disclosure. You guys aren't scrimmage people.
No,
Accurate.
and
You
I
don't
only
like scrimmage
played
games.
once, so
Yeah.
my judgment is probably not fair.
So, beautiful game. And the thing is, you get these clans in the separate boxes. Like, that's what these are. They're all clans. And there's a campaign mode that you can go through with somebody else. You can play through it, and as you battle, it's like advances you through this campaign, which I think is really cool to add to a scrimmage game. Anyways, I think this is great. The only reason I spent so much time on it is because there's so much here.
I think
We have art books.
I think my challenge was I needed to memorize, learn my deck a little bit more. And I think you're just quicker at catching on to those things.
This is a Nemesis art book that's in Tisk Tisk.
Just
So we have a bunch of books that came with it too.
I do feel like this is one where probably, like you said, Brittany, if we gave it another shot.
and actually sat down and read through our whoever we're playing with.
Yeah. Let me take some of these boxes from you.
Yeah, let me just make some room here.
Give me the big ones first.
I can't see. It's a huge game. Huge. So pretty.
More books.
Oh, hold on. Every time you give me these, I get all thrown because the back says Tainted Grail. So you give me this, and I'm like, why do we have...
This is the back of... No, that is Tainted.
I was like, why'd you give me Tainted Grail? But it's only Tainted Grail on the back. It's like a promo for it. So ISS Vanguard. I don't have this game yet, but because we back so much Awaken Realms stuff, they've been promoting ISS Vanguard for like ever.
Yeah.
And the game looks, I can't remember what the game, but there's like this giant book, like a binder of like ship systems and things. It looks amazing. ISS Vanguard looks absolutely amazing. Go look in the Kickstarter video because like I don't have it. I haven't played it. So I'm just going back what I remember. And I just remember looking at it and I was like, this looks like a different experience. Because Awaken Realms does an amazing job of offering you unique experiences. Nemesis, amazing. Etherfields, as Jess will vouch for, amazing. And Brittany's a fan.
A huge fan of Awaken Realms. Like if I've heard that if you tell me it's an Awaken Realms game, I want to play it.
Like everything they do
has so much detail in it. Like their attention to detail is amazing. The art is amazing.
The storytelling is amazing. It's always a different experience. Like they always like if you want like a different experience, if you want a great different experience, you got to do Awaken Realms stuff. So ISS Vanguard is going to be another one of those things. And to help you, we are giving a copy of ISS Vanguard away, the core box. You're going to get a core box of ISS Vanguard, this is a core box from, is there more? Now this, you're probably not going to get this now this isn't the core box stuff. The only reason I'm using this is because this is all I have for ISS Vanguard, so I just thought I'd show you something. But you're going to get the core box of ISS Vanguard, which is, I'm sure it's going to be a sizable box. And any core box that Awaken Realms give you is probably going to be just filled with massive goodness. So thank you, Awaken Realms, for sponsoring this giveaway, because ISS Vanguard looks amazing, and one lucky viewer is going to take that core box home. Or not take it home. It's going to get delivered to their home. It's going to be so good. So good. Now, on the other end of the Awaken Realms spectrum, we have...
Awaken Realms Light. This is a beautiful game.
Bees. Bees is a beautiful game. It's just a stack of cards with beautiful artwork and gems. And I don't remember how to play. We played this a few times.
I don't remember how to play. This was like our New Year's game. We played a whole bunch of Awaken Realms Light games.
And this was great. Like I don't remember what it was, but I remember enjoying it.
I did
enjoy
light, it too.
And it's very pretty.
And the art on this is fun.
Flick of Faith. The game that made me like dexterity games. I do not like dexterity games. I don't like games that are flicky, thingy, but I played this and I really enjoyed it. Did you ever play Flick of Faith with us?
I'm pretty sure I have. The mechanic seems familiar.
You basically flick these different sized discs around and you're trying to get presents on these islands, and then there's
everyone's gods.
And then there's gods there's like everybody has their own powers, and then there's laws that come into effect, and the laws might be like you have to flick with your eyes closed or whatever. Like there's different rules that game affect game laws, that like game breaking laws that come out into effect. We actually did a review of this.
Did we?
Yeah, we got some cool shots from like overhead shots where I flick Chris out of the shot and Chris is just sitting there and he's just like, you're a dick. It was great. It was like Chris just calling me a dick the whole thing.
That sounds like a lot of games.
It was a great game.
Right.
So Flick of Faith, if you don't like dexterity games, give Flick of Faith a chance. Like I didn't like dexterity games, and when I took this to Board Game Boot Camp, it was one of the few games I took, and I was like, if you don't like dexterity games, let me try it. And this wasn't out in North America yet.
That's right.
And I was like, try this, and like, what is that? I was like, it's from Awaken Realms Light. Try it. And they liked it.
Yeah, they did.
So I was like, it's fantastic. Like I had one problem with like one of because it's been wooden things you flick, and I had problems with one of them had like a toothy. I was trying to sand it, but then it takes the color off of it, and it was sticking to the neoprene mat. And Awaken Realms right away sent me a bunch of wooden like a collection of them, so I could just replace any of them that get toothy. But Awaken Realms always been great with their replacement. They don't mess around because they're all about like the white glove service, right?
Yeah.
They're like, something wrong, we'll fix it right away.
Yeah. I really want to play this game. Beagle or Bagel?
Beagle or Bagel. We got sent this by Blue Orange. Never played it, but Brittany's been talking about wanting to play this for a while.
Ever since I remembered we had it again.
All right. Well, how about we do that? We'll just keep it aside.
Let's put it in the pile of Jessica.
Sure. We can probably play Sunday if you want.
Sure.
How hard could that be to learn?
Bears and barrels.
We took some photos for the barrels and barrels.
I can't remember if we played it though.
We might have tried it because the point of the game, if I remember, it's something about, because these are weighted, it's like you flip these and they have to like, I don't know, it's something about them landing on their tops or bottoms. Anyways, we have this. It got sent to us with a bunch of stuff, but we've never actually played it.
I remember playing this game and we played a lot of this.
I played a lot of this by myself. I really enjoyed Tumble Maze. And Tumble Maze seems like one of those games you would find in your doctor's office. You know, like it would just be off to the side.
Back in the day, yeah.
Because it's a little puzzle. And you can play this again because it's a gravity-powered logic puzzle. Basically, it's one of those things where you have a bunch of sticks that you have to use. And I think you're limited to which ones you can use. And the ball falls from the top. And you have to make the ball, like Plinko, boop, 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 fall into the hole. But you have to use the sticks to bounce the ball just right to get to its target. And there's a bunch of cardboard sleeves that you enter in the back that gives you the puzzle. So it's like, get it from point A to point B. And then here's the pieces you can use. Because there's different sized pieces that you can put, which look like these. Oh, you can see them on the cover. These pieces, different sized pieces, but you're limited to what you can use per level. So you have to solve the puzzle, and they get harder as you go. And then you just keep going, because there's 40 different puzzles. And you just keep pumping them out. And you can play them by yourself. I was very happy to just sit there at the table and just like, solve these puzzles and drop the ball. I really enjoyed that, actually.
Next time I'm babysitting Xavier, I'm just gonna be like,
you should try that.
You should try it.
You should definitely absolutely try that. It's kind of it's the equivalent of like pulling out your book of like Sudoku puzzles or whatever. You know, just doing that. It's great. Side quest. Again, this was sent to that same pile of like Blue Orange sent us a bunch of stuff, but I actually never got to view this. But look, that just melted right off.
Wow.
it's fine.
I did decide it needs to go in that pile.
So I've never played Side Quest, but it looks like it's got a tilty board. that's all I know.
Have we played Detective Club?
Nope. This I wanted to play, so I was very excited when Blue Orange sent us this, but I've opened it, I've read the rules, and then we never got it to the table. So I have no idea how this plays. I did know, because I read the rules once.
I'm a big fan of this game.
Photosynthesis.
Beautiful game, fun game. We
did a review for this.
We did.
We did a review for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is beautiful. The only problem with photosynthesis is Brittany keeps winning.
That's true.
So I do well.
I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Photosynthesis for me is like how I described poker in our last episode. I do really well in the beginning. And all of a sudden Brittany's trees grow and they shadow my seeds and they don't get any sun. Because this thing has got a sun that moves around the board and basically affects what gets hit. And whatever gets hit gets, it's like seeds, and seeds grow into bigger trees and then bigger trees, and then you get points. And it's, I can't remember exactly how to play it because it was like 4 years ago when we
I
played
like
this.
that game because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you have to kind of think through your turns like a couple turns in advance.
Yeah, because you need to know where
the sun's going.
where the sun is going to go, so you're trying to place to get there. But you can put big trees in front of people's seeds or their smaller trees to like block them from the sun. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great puzzle game. It did really, I think it was reviewed really well when it came out.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we gave it a great review too.
I think so too. And this is a great family game.
And how many people does this play? Because it plays great at 2 players. Because me and Brittany just played this, me and her. Oh, here, I got it right here. 2 to 4.
It looks like such a pretty game.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. And I'm pretty sure there's enough room that everything's still built in there.
Yeah, you don't have to
Which
dismantle
I
the trees.
appreciate. All right, this is a big game.
We're going to say bye to Jess.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, bye, Jess.
Jess is trapped behind boxes. She can't come see us, but she's saying bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
She might be back.
Okay.
Okay, see you, Jess.
Yeah.
Okay, now we got Tainted Grail. Tainted Grail books. We got Tainted Grail stuff and more Tainted Grail stuff. None of these are the main box yet. Oh, this is the main box, right?
We do a preview for this?
We did.
I remember
we did a
you
preview
soaking me.
using the prototype.
That's right.
I soaked you.
Yeah, I spooked you. And
Oh
you
right,
threw your drink in my face.
it was. I think the gag was that this game was so scary it had me on edge, and then you offered me a drink, and I was like, bah! And I splashed you.
That's right.
That was early on. That was with the prototype. This is the full-on fledged thing. Tainted Grail. Few games. Etherfields was one of them. Few games was that you come out of, and I talk about it like it's an experience I had.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of most games, and I get it, and it's not a knock on games. I play games, I was like, yeah, I had a good game. I beat Brittany, we did this cool move. Or a cooperative game, it's like, we almost did it, but the goblins got us. This, I talk about like something that happened or a show I watched on TV. It was like, I went into this house, and then the house was alive, and there was this guy who came out of the wall, and he talked to me, and his eyeballs turned into this thing, and it was messed up, man. I didn't know what to do, and then Brittany's on the other side talking to a giraffe, because, again, Tainted Grail, you don't know what the hell's going on. And, sorry, Tainted Grail, Awaken Realms.
I touched something, and now I'm cursed.
It's like...
It's so good.
It's hard, and it's so good. And last game we played was with your brother, me, you, and Callum. We were doing really good. And then he left, and we're like, we'll just play his character. And then it all went, because we were just making random, selfish decisions with his character. It's like, that'll help us if we do this. We weren't really thinking about his character. And then everything went to poo. Just like, not the game experience, our game. So we just died. This game is hard, but it's like, it's an experience. And it's an amazing experience. Well, worthy of our Board Game Coffee seal of approval. So good. I'll play Tainted Grail right now. I'll play Tainted Grail right now.
Yeah, I would too.
It's so freaking good. And the story's so well written. Holy crap. And basically, you're going through this land and you're uncovering tiles as you go. And then there's so much hidden information because there's like numbers and you don't know what that is. So you go through the book and you read that out loud and you're like, okay, cool. Or you had a dream about some crazy thing happening. And then you come across these like just crazy monsters and sometimes a giant demented zombie bear is chasing you from one tile to the other. Like there's just so much
good.
And then every time you play it, like you can if you start over, you can use the knowledge that you did from the game before to kind of get you through areas faster. Great. But then you'll get to a point where like, okay, well, we haven't done this. What should we do? And then because there's so many avenues, there's not like one path. There's so many different paths you can take. So every time we play, it's always different. So I'm very excited to play that again. Awaken Realms is basically my retirement games. You know what I mean? Like when I retire and all I can do is play board games, it's gonna be Awaken Realms. All right, what do we got? Madara. I don't even think if this is so heavy. Madara is like a crazy large, and the thing is, these aren't expansions. These, and I got a bunch of them because I didn't know exactly what they were. They're resin kits to build these models. So there's a bunch of minis. And Alex from Succubus Publishing, great guy. He put this together and he's done a great job. We played a little bit of this and then we had to stop because Chris was teaching this and it was quite a teach. Like this game to play is an undertaking. It's not a light game, but if you like the anime style art in this. If you're like an anime, because that's why Chris wanted to play this, because Chris is big into anime.
He's really into anime.
And he saw this, he was like, this is beautiful. And so there's a lot to this game. So we're going to have to relearn it again if we want to play it again. Because me, Chris, and Jess started playing this. And then we're like, okay, Chris, that was a long teach. We're going to have to take a break and come back to this. And then it was like project after project after project. And we never got back to it. And you know what that means? We all forgot how to play. But yeah, these are all resin kits. I have so many of these resin kits, and that's basically like little sets, little models for you to build. And and I think there's more content. Yeah, if you build models, then you can use them in the game. I think. Yeah, let's get that over there.
Okay, there's a few of these.
Is this just like the big ass box?
This is the
pile.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna give you all these are all like different editions, but there's
Marvel Legendary, Dark City expansion, Secret Wars expansion, the Villains standalone, not really expansion.
And this is the core.
Standalone. There's the core box for Legendary. What else we got?
Oh, this was from Madara.
That's not part of this. This was from Madara, and it was like is this an art book? Oh, yeah, it's an art book. That was with this.
So this is.
That's not that. That's not this. So
we played this before Board Game Coffee.
Is this all we have for Legendary? I thought we had more. We have more for DC deck building game actually. Oh, I know why this looks like less. We actually have the Fantastic Four expansion. We have the
They're all inside the boxes.
Guardians of the Galaxy expansion. We have Pink the Town Red, which is the Spider-Man expansion. So all the smaller expansions are in the boxes, and the boxes that those cards came in are buried under the stairs somewhere. That's why I was like, I know we have more stuff, but if it fit in any of the boxes, we just stuffed it in there, put the rule book in that box, and got rid of the other box to make room. We didn't throw anything away. It's just somewhere else. But Marvel Legendary, that's like me and Brittany's game. You know, we when we started dating, we played this so much. You never played this one though. The Villains. I played this with Chris.
I haven't played that one, no.
Because when I introduced Chris to this, I was like, Chris, have you ever played this? He's like, no.
I want to play this game right now.
We went through all of it. Yeah, me and Brittany used to play. We used to crush this and just play it over and over and over. It plays amazing at 2 players.
It's so good.
It plays amazing at 4 players, but it gets harder.
This game made me love deck builder games.
Yeah, deck building games.
Building games.
I think it's the same. Deck builder building. It works. Anyways, the core box is amazing. All the not every expansion is as good, and you can mix and match as much as you want. You can take characters from this set and this set and this set and put them all together and do whatever. But they're not all equal. Like there's certain.
And you have to be careful because sometimes you can't activate some of the cards.
Yeah,
because they're dependent on their.
I think it's Guardians of the Galaxy. I love that expansion, but if you play with the Guardians of the Galaxy expansion, you have to play with all the Guardians of the Galaxy expansion stuff because they have certain abilities that trigger on like crystals or like infinity crystals or whatever that don't exist in the game normally. They only exist if you play with scenarios from the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. And so I think Fantastic Four was similar. I think they had certain things that only worked with other Fantastic Four or the Fantastic Four cards.
Yeah. I think this game is probably like top 5 for me in regards to favorite games.
Mm-hmm. Like Legendary is so good. Board Game Coffee, seal of approval. Which you probably saw that coming. I
think this is in our top 5 games for couples.
Yeah, probably.
And we actually had some couples reach out to us saying thanks for the recommendation because they've been playing it now.
Yeah.
I love hearing people's stories and comments about that. We really enjoy that. So thank you for taking the time.
Yes, thank you very much.
And sending us our notes.
But if you're a couple looking for a cooperative deck building game, start with this. And what's good now in the new set, when you get this now, they have more dividers because there's a lot of cards in these boxes. They have dividers. There's a lot of cards in the box. And there's a lot of space because they leave you a lot of space to put expansions in there. So you'll have foam bricks in there. But when you first got these originally, the cards were not in order. So you had to. So before you played this, you have to take all the cards out of the plastic. And you have to sort them all. Wow, you couldn't you had to do that before game night because there was so much to organize. But now I believe in the new editions they come organized and they come with dividers, because I think before they give you like 10 dividers, which didn't make sense because there was so much stuff to separate, but now you get like a stack of them.
Amazing.
So Board Game Coffee, seal of approval, and basically the premise of the game, you randomly select a villain, and that villain could be Thanos, and then he's doing a random scheme. Sometimes the scheme makes sense. Thanos is trying to destroy the planet, or it could not make sense. Thanos is trying to rob a bank. Or actually, I meant to say Galactus, because I had his theme where it was like Galactus was trying to rob a bank, which works when Kingpin's doing it. Doesn't make as much sense as Galactus. So sometimes they don't make sense, but we just try to kind of make it sense. But it's always fun. It's always random, because you get a random villain, then you get a random scenario, and that villain's trying to pull a scenario. And villains come with certain henchmen that are like, these always go with this guy, but then they get random bad guys. So you get random team ups. You get like Magneto teams up with some like villains that you wouldn't normally get. Like they might team up with some Spider-Man villains or something. And it's neat. You can custom do it if you want. You can be like, oh, I want to make my story like this. But it's like a story. And it unfolds like a story. So you're like, this is awesome. Such an awesome experience. I can't like promote this game enough. And I think everybody who plays this is always like, wow, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Because Upper Deck, they're not like Upper Deck. When I bought this, they weren't known for board games, but they crushed it.
I really like this game at 2 players.
Yeah, 2 players.
At 4 players, it's hard.
I actually like it best at 2 players.
I do too.
I like it best when it's just me and Brittany just going to town on this. But it plays great at 4 players, but it gets harder when you play 4 players. But it's fun because then everybody's like struggling together. And then, with the Legendary system, they started coming out with Legendary Encounters. This is Aliens, so it plays similar, But they added a different mechanic where aliens come down the row, and certain aliens you have to beat in a certain way, like you have to electrocute them, and there's the mother alien, and there's like chapters. So you go through the movies, and then which introduces new characters and new aliens from those movies. So you go through all the movies, and the players have abilities like the healer, so that you can heal other characters, because characters take individual damage, which was not a thing in Marvel Legendary. Marvel Legendary is like you either stop the villain from doing whatever scheme they're trying to do, or they pull it off and they win. So that's simple. But there's like characters can die and other characters can heal each other. This is very hard, but it's pretty good. Legendary Encounter is pretty good. I haven't played it all that much, but it's like I've played enough of it to know it's hard and it's good. Legendary Encounters
for this again.
Legendary Encounters X-Files. So far, I haven't played all the X-Files. I haven't played a lot of X-File board games. I've played. This is the third one I played. No, fourth one. The trading card game was pretty good, actually. I didn't mind that. But that was a long time ago. This is okay. It's okay. We started playing a bit of it. It's got like this chapter system. It's all right.
It was okay.
There's a similar mechanics in here because this has a bunch of cards that are face down. You have to pay to investigate, to flip them face up, and they have different abilities. Legendary Matrix. Legendary Encounters Matrix, which is coming out. I think you can pre-order it now. Me and Chris played that at Gen Con. Plays similar to this, but I liked it better.
Okay.
I like the Matrix better.
Right. This next game I can't pick up.
Oh, I see. Is this our last one?
Yeah.
All right. Hold a second. Is there an address on there? There's an address on this side. Is there an address on this side?
No.
Ha! Hey, this says ship to Brittany. It says Brittany Maya on here.
Look at that.
What's going on?
It's my game. It's definitely my game.
Anyways. Is that the giveaway alert?
It is.
Holy crap. Are we giving away this?
We sure are.
We're giving away a Nemesis lockdown pledge. Awaken Realms, thank you very much.
Thank you for being so generous.
So, Awaken Realms has given us quite a bit of things to give away.
Yeah, they have.
So in this episode alone, we're giving away ISS Vanguard and Nemesis Lockdown. So you're getting a Nemesis Lockdown pledge, and you're getting ISS Vanguard, the core box. So that's two different prizes, and they're so. These games are great. These are fabulous games. And in past episodes, they've already given away, what was it? The Great Wall they gave away. And, the Castles of Burgundy Collector's Edition.
That's right.
They were really generous.
Really generous.
So yeah, Awaken Realms sponsored this. They're so awesome. Great people. They put out fabulous, fabulous games. The component quality, bar none. It's so good. The experience is always good. The story is always amazing. Always a unique thing. Never disappointed with Awaken Realms. So happy to be able to give these away to you. It's gonna be so good. All right, now I've got some good news and some bad news for some people, depending where you're from. So both of these. Where's the other one? We don't have ISS Vanguard, but let's get a book. Hold on. We will have ISS Vanguard when our Kickstarter gets here. But so both of these, I'm just using the books as an example. Use one book as an example. Here, put it right there. There you go. So you're getting more than a book. You're getting the core game for ISS Vanguard, and then you're gonna get the Nemesis Lockdown Pledge. 2 different people, and this is an almost worldwide giveaway. I say almost because there are certain places that are excluded, and I'm guessing that has to do with just they mentioned that there are some issues shipping to these locations, and the locations that are excluded from the giveaway are, Brittany's going to read them to me off screen because I can't remember them. Go, Britt.
It's not available in South America.
South America.
Africa.
Russia.
Belarus.
And Belarus. So everywhere else in the world but those locations, and that's only strictly because they've been having some shipping issues in those areas. But if you're from those areas, like usual, and you want to have this shipped somewhere else, maybe somebody you know, or you can get to it, just enter and just add the location, the country that you want it shipped to. And then you'll still be entered to win. So it'll be great. So, okay. Here we go. Here's what you have to do to enter to win. You have to subscribe to you have to subscribe to Board Game Coffee on YouTube. You have to like this video. And in the comments, answer the question, if Awaken Realms could make a board game based on any IP, like which IP would you like them to make a board game of? Because Awaken Realms doesn't do IPs. They have their own thing. But because like Nemesis, as we said, it's not aliens. It's better than any other alien game out there. But you do get that feeling. It's a fantastic, fantastic space survival horror experience. ISS Vanguard, can't say much about it because I don't remember it, but it is a whole new experience. And Awaken Realms is all about new experiences. Now, again, they don't, as far as I know, Brittany, I can't think of anything. They do their own licenses.
They do their own licenses.
So let's just play fantasy. If Awaken Realms was going to put their game designing magic and artistic prowess to work on an IP, what would it be? Would it be something like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or like House of a Thousand Corpses? What would it be? Like anything. Let us know in the comments, and with your answer, let us know which country that you would like this game shipped to if you win. Okay, and don't forget that you can enter once in every video. We will have the link to all those videos in the description below, and that you can win more than once. There's no limits to how many times you can win, and the winners will be announced right here on a live video after December 20th. We will have the information for that in all the descriptions of every video when it's available. And that is all. We will see you in a few hours with the last episode.
The
last episode. Oh my god, what are we giving away then? Who knows? Oh, but you know what I'll tell you? The last episode is worldwide. See ya. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.